Well, Steve, we were just talking about
Yep.
how windy it was out today, but it was still a nice and enjoyable day for most people except for the Sarasota Sailing Squadron.
Absolutely. It was the direction of the wind and the speed of the wind. They had to cancel at 1 o'clock, so they didn't sail today. They're hoping to sail tomorrow, and hopefully the winds will be a little less tomorrow. I think they might be. They got a good chance. Look at what it looked like over the bay. They would have been sailing just to the right out of frame here in this time lapse from our Van Wezel cam. Beautiful day. Look at this. Just lots of sunshine. The humidity is down, believe it or not, from yesterday, and the temperatures were a few degrees cooler as well. I want to thank our viewers for sending pics in mysuncoast.com. This is Cindy Desmond, and look at these pelicans having a sunset meal at North Jetty, and a beautiful telephoto shot of the sunset at Terracea Bay from Susan Humphreys yesterday. And this is a very familiar scene to me. Lido Beach, sunset, thanks to Barbara Weintraub. I grew up on that beach. I walked that stretch of beach during my high school years just about every night watching sunset. And if you have a great picture, send it to pics@mysuncoast.com. Tell you the truth, I only get a few every day. And so if you're out with your camera, see a great shot, take it and send it to pics@mysuncoast.com. You can also send it through your apps for WWSW ABC7 apps, both the weather and main news app. 80 the current temperature at Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. The humidity is 36%. The air is dry, and with those gusty winds, the fire danger is very high. Dew point now at 51. And that flow off the Atlantic is not bringing in a deep layer of moisture. In fact, if you look closely, just a few cumulus clouds coming in, but they're not making it very far across the state. And looking at radar, there's no showers associated with it. It continues to be dry and is likely to be that way until we reach the weekend. Second day of severe storm possibility across Texas. This is the outlook from the Storm Prediction Center for today. It shifts eastward to Houston tomorrow. But looking at radar, there are no watches and warnings in effect, but there are really strong south winds, wind advisories in effect, and flash flood advisories of various kinds in East Texas and parts of Oklahoma as a result of wave after wave of rain. Fortunately, no severe weather right now. Temperatures have cooled off 20 degrees from this time yesterday in Dallas, where it's 64, cool 42 at New York City. So everybody visiting from the Northeast and coming down to Florida is getting their money's worth because the weather is beautiful. It could rain, we could use it, but if it's not going to rain, this is the kind of weather we want, nice and dry, with an easterly flow turning more southerly as that high weakens. Now, this is that front we've been looking at over Texas as it approaches Thursday. This is the RPM computer forecast model. Let's switch to the long-range American GFS and see what happens as we move through Thursday evening through Friday. Into Saturday, it just kind of washes out. It loses all its punch, and by Easter morning, skies are clearing, and it should be a spectacular Easter Sunday on the Suncoast. Here's my forecast for the rest of tonight. We'll have mostly clear to partly cloudy conditions. Our low temperature 58, pretty close to normal, with those east winds slackening off. And hopefully for the sailboats and all the rest of us that want to get outdoors, it won't be as windy tomorrow. Easterly in the morning, southerly in the afternoon, 5 to 15. High tomorrow, 81. That's warmer than normal. And here's your forecast for the next 7 days. Takes us through the Easter holiday weekend. Couple of days, 3 days of maybe breezy conditions, warming back up into the low 60s as we get through the latter part of the week. There comes that front with only a 30% chance of showers on Saturday. Not a washout by any means. And on Easter Sunday, skies clear, 81, a beautiful day. And that's your weekend weather forecast, Jacqueline.
Okay, thank you, Steve.